Welcome to the Prepped and Polished podcast, the podcast that empowers you to take control of your education, featuring weekly interviews with influencers in the world of education, as well as tutoring tips, lessons, and updates. And now, here's your host, Alexis Avila.
This is episode number 213. It's our tutoring tips episode, how to be a more relaxed person. This is your host, Alexis Avila of PreppedandPolished.com. If you need tutoring or test prep, check out PreppedandPolished.com. There's a chat box that appears. You can type in your question or your need in there, or give us a call, 781-753-9951. You have a question or reaction during or after the show, just go to our website and you can talk to us through there. We love hearing from you. So let's get right to episode 213, how to be a more relaxed person. So why am I talking about how to be a more relaxed person? How is that applicable to teens? How is that applicable to test prep? Well, relaxed. If you're the more centered you are, the more relaxed you are, the better you'll do on tests, the better you'll feel, the longer you'll live. It's really important to learn how to lower the heart rate down. You make better decisions and you just do better. So these are my tips, and this is kind of what's worked for me, and you get instant results. So my first tip is don't race all the time. And what that means, don't race all the time, is don't be in a rush all the time. We live in a society that's very fast-paced. If you look over your left and right, what other people are doing, you see people just running around, trying to beat the clock. One area I've noticed that people really race a lot around is if you get in your car and you're driving. People try to kind of get in front of you. They're trying to get to their destination faster. But the funny thing, the irony to me, is that if you're in a lot of traffic and somebody cuts in front of you like a car, right? Sure, he won the battle, but did he really win the war? Because about 15 minutes later, either he's like 2 or 3 cars ahead of you, or he's behind you. Maybe you got into the right lane and you passed him. Overall, was it worth trying to cut in front of somebody in the car in a lane to get to your destination? No, because you didn't get there any faster. You got to your destination maybe 5 seconds faster, but was that worth losing, hours of your life? I mean, you just got stressed. The bottom line is you get stressed if you're racing around all the time. Learn to take deep breaths and don't rush. You're going to get to your destination with plenty of time. You don't need to run. Have some grace and walk to your destination. Get inside your car. Let people pass you by if it's there right away in the car, and don't try to win all the time, because that could bite you back. So now my other tip is be on time for places or early. If you want to be a more relaxed person, learn to be on time. So unlike me, like there was a period of my life where I was always like 5 minutes late, and I was stressed. I mean, that was just me. I was like, I'm gonna be 5 minutes late. I'm 10 minutes late. Here I am. And people would always say, you got to be more on time, and I never really heeded that advice, but I've been keeping track daily of if I'm, and I try to make it an effort to be on time. And I got to be honest, the reward is big, because you are a more relaxed person when you're on time. You're not like stressing out trying to get to your destination so fast. So, you don't have to be 15 minutes early everywhere, but just try to plan out your commute so you get to your meeting, 5 minutes before the meeting. It also allows you to, take some deep breaths before you go to your meeting, or, maybe catch up on an email or two. It pays off big for your health, being on time or early. It makes you a more relaxed person. Another tip I have for you is meditate daily if you can. I've been meditating for 2 years. It's been a game changer. And that goes along with you breathe when you meditate. You learn how to slow down your heart rate. But it also gets you in touch with the present moment. And that's all we have, the present moment. One awesome thing that comes from meditation is that you learn to just kind of connect a little bit more with the present moment. you don't worry so much about the future. You don't time travel too much into the past, which basically doesn't make you a relaxed person when you're always worried about what you coulda, shoulda, or would have done in the past, or being anxious about what's going to happen in the future or tomorrow. Just learn to just kind of accept and just kind of breathe better, and meditation allows you to do that. So definitely, just even if it's 5 minutes a day, just sit down in a chair and do nothing. It's going to pay off big time, I promise you. The fourth thing is exercise daily. I've been slacking off in this one, but I've been trying to do this lately. But it's much better to exercise a little bit daily, just to get your body used to doing a little bit of cardio, doing some push-ups, some sit-ups daily. It sets a good example. It sets a good precedent for your body, your mind. Then it's much better than to do like 2 hardcore workouts a week and then take 5 days off and not do anything, like sit on the couch or sit on your computer. So try to exercise daily, because exercise gets the endorphins going. It makes it also lowers your heart rate. It's exercise just good for your body. I'm not a fitness guru or anything, but I just noticed that when I just do a little bit daily when it comes to physical fitness, it translates to positive effects mentally, and helps you become more relaxed. So those are my tips on how to become a more relaxed person, and be on the lookout for our next podcast, episode 214, with our next educational expert. Remember to access all our podcast episodes. Go to preppedandpolished.com/podcast. Thanks for joining us on the Prepped and Polished podcast. Now go out there and take control of your education.
You've been listening to the Prepped and Polished podcast. For more information, check out preppedandpolished.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for listening. Class dismissed.